Hang on one second. Thanks so much for joining us. I know we're 5 minutes late. It's just because we love talking. 1 second. Let me set this up really quick. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you have a great day so far. Monday. Let's see, hold on. Hi, Michael. Thanks so much for joining with me today.
Hi, Julie. Thanks for having me.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the conversations with Michael, William, Aim, and myself, Julie Nguyen. Michael is coming from Canada. I'm here in California, and we just get together every Monday to really having a good conversations because we love talking about ONPASSIVE. Once again, today is January 16th, 2023. Wow, we're in the 16th day of 2023 already. Sending it to Michael. Michael, if you could please say hello to everyone.
Well, hello, everyone. It's always great to be with Julie. Love conversating with you. So here we are again, sharing our talks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining. Today, actually, is it's a federal day that the U.S. is putting together to honor Martin Luther King Jr. So basically, the country is honoring him for the kind of work that he's doing, and hopefully to continue to work together for the unfinished work that he started to basically redeem the Americans or the soul of America. So for everyone that celebrate and honoring Martin Luther King's day today, have a great day and then really enjoy it. And hopefully we all looking and following his steps, right, Michael?
Yeah, if we can all just put some love in our lives, Julie, that's all it takes, right? Because if I love you, Julie, I'm not going to harm you, right? I'm not going to do anything that's going to put you, at harm's length, harm's way. Just not going to do it. So all it takes is love. So, I mean, it really is so simple. And yet so many just can't get that concept, and usually it's deep, but, without getting into all of that, the bottom line is if we can just add a little bit more love in our life, right, we're going to take a giant step in working towards his dream.
Absolutely. Very true, Michael. Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's true, when we are doing something that we love, we put more energy, we put more effort, and we getting people together and we share the love. And that's one of the reasons why we are also here, because we found the valuable things that ONPASSIVE is creating, Mr. Mufara and his family and the team creating for us is ONPASSIVE. It is so valuable when I talk about valuables, I don't talk about money. I'm talking about the things that can help people. And all of us here, Michael, and I know there's a lot of our friends watching here, have been observing ONPASSIVE in the past years, and knowing the fact that ONPASSIVE is creating, and it is very simple. Therefore, today we're talking about ONPASSIVE is simple, plug and play, right, Michael? Today it's the topic.
Yep. Keep it simple, right? And that's how business should be, right? Business should be simple. It doesn't have to be complicated, right? We can have technology do all the complex stuff, but from a people perspective, it really should be simple. And so if I can introduce you to any business, Julie, where all you have to do was just plug in, right? Of course you can do it, right? I can introduce that to my 84-year-old mother, grandmother, aunt. You understand? Doesn't matter who that person is. Don't speak the language. If it's simple, they'll get it, right? Simplicity transcends, languages, right? So yeah, ONPASSIVE is simple.
It's simple to the point that doesn't matter what age we are in, we are going to enjoy what ONPASSIVE is creating. Also, it's simple to the point that if you're owning a business or you don't have any technical skills, you actually can literally plug in and play. You can plug in your business, or even use what ONPASSIVE is creating to drag, drop. For example, Michael, I am a real estate agent. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I have my own real estate business, and I don't know how to build a website. I then have to hire a company to build a website for me, which cost me so much money, right? Which cost me so much money. The content can be there. You can create the content. However, to build that website, it's going to take you days to do it yourself, or you hire a company, which costs you so much money. Now, with the product that we have been seeing has been kind of introducing a little bit to us, I believe that I could create a business website using the tools and the service ONPASSIVE giving to me.
Absolutely. That's what it's about. It's to be able to level the playing field, right? Because if you have money, then yeah, getting a nice website up, that's no problem, right? You just pay somebody, like you said, and they'll be able to do it for you. But there's a lot of individuals, you know, when it comes to business, they have to watch their costs, right? And so if they can find a system whereby they just plug and play, so they don't have to go, you know, hire some IT person, you know, some web developer, you know, all of that. So then they're minimizing their cost, right? And speaking of that, that's one of the ways that ONPASSIVE is going to help so many businesses. It's going to help reduce their cost, right? And if you can do that for any business, they're going to love you for life, right? And there's that word love again, right? But they're going to love you for life if you can do that for them. And so ONPASSIVE, with its tools, right, will be able to empower individuals, you know, to be able to go out there and be bigger than themselves. You know, their brand can be bigger than themselves because of the tools, right? If you're using tools that normally would cost thousands of dollars, right? So quality is going to come with that. And so if you can use those same tools like the big players would use, then again, it helps to level that playing field for so many worldwide.
Absolutely. And talking about, you know, having a website, if you want to change any content in your website, it's another set of money that you have to pay on top of it. Now, talking about the marketing of your business, the marketing of your website, not just the business itself, the marketing of the website, or even blogging. Everyone blogged around the world. A lot of people have so many great ideas, but in order for them to start the blog or having people to come to their blog, they still needs to build up either the blog itself or driving to people to it. What I love the most, Michael, is that ONPASSIVE has that automation, that using artificial intelligence with heart, with the latest technology, and with the vision of Mr. Mufar, be able to streamline some of the work behind the scenes, some of the time that people have to spend, and also money that people need to do in order to get the content or in order to get their business directly to the consumers.
Well, I mean, just the name ONPASSIVE, right? The whole idea of passive, right? It's not so much tied around money as in passive income where, you know, you invest money and you make a return. No, that's not the idea. The idea is to be able to have all the heavy lifting done for you so that you don't have to do it. So therefore, your work now becomes passive, right? The work is being done, just not by you, right? And so therefore, you can be sleeping and be able to run your business. You can be, you know, out having dinner with your family and your business is still being run because it's automated, right? And so that's the whole idea behind that word, ONPASSIVE. And people are loving that. People are realizing that, wait a minute now. So I can actually have a real business, right? I can actually have a real business that's on the internet. So people will know where I am because here's my domain name, here's my website address, right? They'll know where you are, so they know where to find you to see what it is that you're promoting, what your offer is, what your products that you're selling, what service you're providing. You know, all those things all under one roof, right? All under one roof. Because you talk about building the website, but then there's the traffic aspect, the marketing part of it, right? So even after you get this beautiful website set up, well, how will people know that you even exist, right? So that alone does not make sales for you. So now you have to find a way to get real eyeballs, real people to take a look at what your offer is, right? And so if you can have all of that on the one roof, again, it's saving you money, it's saving your time, because you don't have to be running around to this site, to that site, to that site, everything on the one roof, one-stop shop. That's the ONPASSIVE way.
Absolutely. The ONPASSIVE way is also giving people opportunity in life. For example, I mean, lately I've been start watching Shark Tank, which I haven't watched before. You've seen so many inventors of products. You've seen business owners go on there and raising the fund or getting the help from these sharks, you know, getting the help in terms of influence to help bring customer, not only customer, also getting the help of receiving the funding to continue their passion, you know, in life, to create more products. And it's really incredible. There's so many products and so many inventors out there that are creating product that's so helpful to humanity. However, there's a disconnection somehow in there that they cannot grow their business or don't have a fund. I mean, in ONPASSIVE, you've said it, Michael, there are so many products and everything that in one umbrella, which is like our crowdfunding projects, our crowdfunding product, which enable anyone who has human benefit of human in life, creating the products that can plug in and be able to help with the funding part of it. This is so amazing, Michael.
Yeah, indeed, right? Because as you mentioned, Shark Tank, we in ONPASSIVE will be able to be our own sharks, right? Yeah. We will be able to be in a position whereby we can fund, you know, some of these causes, some of these great ideas that people do have, right? But because if they don't have the means, right, they may have the know-how as far as the idea, right? But now to take that idea to market, right? You need help, and that's why they go on Shark Tank, looking for funds, looking for connections, right? Looking for individuals that will be able to help them market, promote their ideas out there, right? And so that's what these sharks have, right? So we here in ONPASSIVE, being 1.4 million, guess what? There are a lot of connections within ONPASSIVE, right? So there will be ways and means for us to be able to do joint ventures together, right? To get different markets, different products or services to the marketplace, right? So there is so much here that a lot of people haven't even thought of yet, right? Just haven't thought of, well, how can I truly maximize the benefits that's available to me within ONPASSIVE? There is 1,000,001 different benefits, Julie.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. And a lot of the things that we brought here on this discussion here really, truly wants to literally kind of trigger a lot of the brand ambassadors' minds, kind of like who are the people I should focusing on. Kind of like there are so many people in the world that has something to give, right? But if we can give them the tools, the services, with the heart that all built together in one place, I think it's a beautiful thing. And as our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, said, when you share values, the more values you share, the more, you could say, money that comes in with values, right? All you got to do is share the values. What is it that you love? What is it that we love so much that we wanted to share to the world? And that's why you said it here, love, share the love. There's a word love again.
Yeah, I mean, when you think of any industry, right? Whether you're thinking of the healthcare industry, you know, whether it's hospitals, whether it's nursing homes, whether it's a doctor's office, a clinic, you know, there's so many parts to it. And what we're seeing right now is that it's in shambles. Right? There's so much help that's needed. You know, a lot of these healthcare providers are overwhelmed, right, with what's going on. You know, working too many long shifts, right? And underpaid, So can you imagine if you restructure that, right? Can you imagine where you allow these healthcare providers to be at their best every single day? It can be done, but just not with the existing system, right? The educational system, right? Same thing, right? The teachers that are there, some of them want to be there, some of them don't want to be there, some of them are there just for the money, etc. Imagine restructuring that so that it's all about the children. It's not about the teachers, them. It's not about the system, right? It's about the children, them. You're trying to give them the best education possible, right? Some, because they have money, they get better education than others who just don't have the money, or based upon where you live, right? So if you can level that playing field, Julie, by providing proper education, right, it's going to make a huge difference in communities, right? Here comes Academy, right? Here comes Academy. In conjunction with OConnect, to be able to provide proper education to help our society. Yeah. So again, there's just so much that ONPASSIVE will offer humanity, right? And so it's a done deal. It's a done deal as far as leaving our footprint, right, in society, whether we're here in the next 10 years, 20 years, it doesn't matter. Whether we're here or not, okay, we would have left our imprint because we are founders. We are part of putting this company, right, with its vision, its mission out there in the marketplace, right, for years to come.
Absolutely, Michael. I love it that you brought up the teachers, the education field. Yesterday, I was on the phone with Chris Johnson. He was looking into the pay, how much teachers get paid. It's so underpay. And yes, you're so correct. A lot of teachers are working because of the money. Sometimes it's a job. It's not the passion. I am myself have a degree in teaching, and I watch my mom, she also a teacher, going through her entire journey, teach the kids in the day, go home and prepare for the next day. And she has to put her own money and her own time out and plan. And she doesn't go to bed until probably midnight every night. It's very hard. But imagine when Academy come out, right? All the tools are in there for them to use. Not only that, for them to use, they can put a course together. So to all the teachers, professors, or coaches, or anyone out there, that's something that's valuable to you, this is the time probably you might want to create a course together, put a course together that you see how it fits, how it's benefits the humanity, and put it out there. And when OConnect come out and Academy come out, they can literally be able to utilize that tools and that services that ONPASSIVE is offering. I know for sure that ONPASSIVE is the digital solutions, or the solutions for many problems, issues, things that we're dealing with in life. Do you agree, Michael?
Absolutely, Julie. It's when you just think of from you were a child growing up, and all the dreams, all the different aspirations that you had, and then life kind of kicked you in the face, right? It's like, no, you can't be that. No, you can't do that. It's like, oh, really? Okay, well, what else is, what can I do? And so you change, right? You no longer want to be that teacher. Okay, now you want to be a police officer. No, I don't want to be a police officer anymore. Now I want to go be a pilot. You just keep on changing, because a lot of times it's not because you want to change, but you're forced to change, right? The opportunities are not there. Oh, it's going to cost too much for this education, so therefore, I have to settle for something else, or you get involved in the field and it's just not what you thought. It's not a good experience, right? Not because the field itself isn't good, but it's the people that are in, right? You have some folks, Julie, that they're just not happy people. They just have no love within them, right? And so they go around being miserable, and in turn, try to make other people's lives miserable. And they may turn you off. So you had that bad teacher, for example. Oh, I definitely want to be a teacher because I don't want to be like Mrs. So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so, right? These are the things that happen as we go through life. But can you imagine a system whereby people are being treated, above average, right? People are given the love that is needed. People are being nurtured, when you put that together, Julie, it's a different experience. If when you have that good teacher, and I know I'm stuck on teachers, but when you have that good teacher, and it's like the passion gets rekindled, now it's like, oh yeah, I definitely want to be a teacher like Mrs. So-and-so, like Mr. So-and-so, right? Because of that great experience that you've had, right? And it's the same thing in all aspects of life, I've seen it too many times, right? Someone wants to be an athlete, for example, and because a pro, kind of reached out to you, gave you a good experience, now you're so pumped up and you want to pursue that, right? So it's everything, right? Again, you're in university, professor, was really kind of reached out, went above and beyond to help you, to get through that particular course. And in turn, you feel compelled to give back when you graduated. So that's the type of society that we want to have. People who are constantly willing to go above and beyond and give of themselves, whether there's anything in it for them or not, right? A lot of times people give to get, right? But that's not true giving, right? True giving is when you just give regardless of what comes back to you, right? If nothing comes back, not even a thank you, doesn't matter, because that's not why you're giving, right? Oh, I can't believe the person didn't say thank you. So what? Did you give for them to say thank you, right? If you didn't, then you don't worry about whether they say thank you or not. You just go about giving and giving and giving because that's who you are. That's the society that we want, Julie.
Absolutely. Michael, sitting here chatting with you, kind of recalled back to yesterday, a friend of mine from Arizona, a longtime friend who owns a mechanic shop in Arizona. And I also, thinking of what he does and seeing on YouTube, there's so many mechanics on YouTube putting a little bit video of helping people how to do this, how to do that, just short things. And if they putting times together, do the video, putting it on there, there's no monetizations unless they have lots of people follow, lots of review, and then they get a little bit of share or a little bit of monetization from the platform YouTube, the platform we're on right now. Imagine if they could put some of those videos or the tips, they put it together, a course, and using ONPASSIVE products for them to post a course on there and maybe charge, I don't know, $5 a course. There are so many people around the world within the ecosystem of ONPASSIVE can actually utilize that and actually can pay for the course, helping the teacher or the mechanics making some money and at the same time bringing the benefit. It's a win-win situation here, right? Mm-hmm. Not only that, but look, this is a whole entire ecosystem. Now, what if you have, and this is only what I believe in, Michael, what if you have a business, an online business, where you need to have merchant, a third party to accept the payment, and then you pay the merchant, and then you get money, like PayPal and stuff like that. What if that individual, that business owner joined the network, the ecosystem of ONPASSIVE, which we know that there's going to be something called O-Wallet that has multi-currency and multi-ways of accepting payment, right? Imagine that they can invite them into the ecosystem and using the wallets to save the third-party charges.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for
you
sure.
See where I'm going?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, for sure. I said, there's so many, different aspects to what ONPASSIVE has to offer, right? And so, having different merchants using O-Wallet, meaning that you can now pay for your products and service directly through O-Wallet, that's a massive feature. There's no doubt about that. Banks make a lot of money from micropayments, right? Micropayments, charge here, charge there, a few pennies there, a few, that's all them. PayPal is a huge business, right? And how do they make their money? Again, from service fees, right? Chargeable fee, yep, 4% there, 1%, just micro payments. Doesn't have to be huge numbers, right? And when you can save that, especially from a company standpoint, if you're doing a lot of transactions, right? It's night and day, right? You got banks who will charge you $20 a month, right? Instead of, oh, we're going to charge you 10 cents for this or $1 for that. They just give you a flat amount. We'll just charge you $20 a month and you can do as many transactions as you want. Okay. So that's a lump sum that they're getting. Imagine they have 1 million customers, right? $20 times a million, that's $20 million a month just in transactional fees, right? And so it makes a huge difference when you can save that kind of money, right? As an individual or as a company to your bottom line, right? It's all of the amount of money that people can actually save if the money wasn't mismanaged, meaning if companies weren't nickel and diming you for every single thing, just the other day I was looking over my what's it called now, my gas bill, right? I was looking at it and there's a charge on there for like $70, which was a carbon tax charge. Okay, so it's nothing to do with my gas per se. It's just that the federal government, has instituted that the gas company needs to charge customers this fee. And I'm like, well, why? He says, well, the government says we have to charge you. And so then they charge that fee. Okay, fine. But then they charge tax on top of that fee, right? And I'm like, are you kidding me? So this is what I mean about, if you can save some of this gouging that whether it's the government or private companies are doing, you'll put a lot of money back into your pocket, money that you can use to actually make a difference in your family's life, right? And so that's what we're talking about in ONPASSIVE, is to be able to save some of these charges, help companies save money, help individuals save money, and it's going to make a big difference in their bottom line so they can have a better quality of life. So there's lots of good that we can talk about in ONPASSIVE, from this product to that product, so many different products that we have that will help. There's no doubt about it that it's going to help, Julie. So yeah, I look forward to that day when we have 100 million plus customers in this company, if not, a billion plus customers in this company, because we will make a difference in the marketplace.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. We are disruptors. And that's what it is. ONPASSIVE is disrupting any kind of business out there. I just sitting here talking with you, I have some thoughts for some of the brand ambassadors who are thinking about, how to share ONPASSIVE to other people. The thing that I'm thinking is how many of us are coming from the network marketing world, right? Imagine what kind of work that has been done in those companies. Some of those companies have products from all over the world. And imagine how the wallet that we have using multiple currency that they can accept, right? Now we're going to start thinking about how these network marketing using a wallet instead of them using a third-party merchant or whatnot, or a third-party payment system, right? And if you are business owners, you got to really think about how many bills you have to pay every single month in order for your business to function 100%. What if you can put all of those bills together in one bill? And that one bill, you can actually pay for the tools, the services, the marketing, the traffic. How beautiful is that? At the end of the day, Michael, I imagine all these business intelligence people will focus on the passion of what they create instead of worry about little other things. Your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Like even having a product such as Old Staff, right? That will help them with their human resource management. Anytime you can save companies money, it's a good thing. Anytime you and I, individuals, can save money, it's a good thing. People want to save. There's no doubt about that. No one wants to overpay for something if they don't have to, right? I know people, you're speaking of real estate. Sure, there are times where you actually overpay for that home, because there's a bidding war, right? You want that home so badly, so you're gonna overbid for what the actual cost is, right? But in most cases, when you go to that grocery store, you're not trying to pay more for a product when you don't have to, right? You're not trying to pay more on your home bills if you don't have to. You're not trying to buy that car and pay more for that car than you have to. People are not trying to do that, right? So anytime you can put things together in such a way that they will automatically save. I remember there was a company years ago, I'm sure they're probably still around, but the idea was, even for your mortgage, right? They'll put all your bills in one account, right? So you get your paycheck goes into one account, and out of that one account now, everything gets paid, right? And that was able to save people, including the mortgage. They were able to save a lot of money off their mortgage, which we know for most people, that's the largest expense they'll ever have in your life. It's going to be your mortgage, right? And so if you can save, 2 years interest, 5 years interest, whatever the case may be, that's a huge savings, right? So companies have thought of that, right? Here comes ONPASSIVE now saying that there is a better way, right? We can take that idea to another level, right? And so that's what we will see in the future with regards to OWallet and the different features that it will have. We're onto something, Julie. ONPASSIVE is onto something.
Oh,
and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are going to benefit from it for sure.
Absolutely. Everyone, thank you so much for coming on and join our conversation today. ONPASSIVE will have some of the free products for you to utilize. Now, the way how you do it is you could either visit onpassive.com or get with someone who can share and guide you through the product, the process. And when the company is ready to release the shareable link for people, those people will be able to help you and share and guide you through the process. So the best thing to do is get with someone that share ONPASSIVE with you. This is a business where we share what we know, we share what we understand, and we work together. So it's the best thing to do. It's either visit our website or get with someone that they can help you, guide you through on this journey as well. Thank you so much, Michael. Every time when we get together, we continue to talk, and it's never an ending subject. Is because ONPASSIVE is so big. There's so many things that's going on behind the scene. What we've witnessed is that ONPASSIVE is now have 2 offices in the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. We also have a naming right on a biggest metro station, I believe number 29, where the red line and the green line are meeting together. There's something special about that metro station. And now the whole entire Dubai has ONPASSIVE name, news, and everything on there. It's a very good country, I believe, to start because Dubai is so into technology. So for more information, plug into some of these channels that you're currently watching, get with the person that share ONPASSIVE with you so that they can guide you through. There's so much that we can talk about, Michael, but I think we've been on a little bit long. We could wrap this up today, and then next week we'll have another topic. What do you think?
Sure, but of course, right? The old saying is sharing is caring. So the same way we share with you, share with others. Share something with someone today. Right? Do something good, right? It'll make you feel good. It'll make the person that you're sharing with feel good. Even if it's just, how are you doing today? Just share something with someone. Add a little bit more love to your day today, and it will bring smile. It will bring a nice big smile to somebody's face. Thank you so much for watching us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Sending the love to everyone that's currently watching here on Facebook, on YouTube. Sometime I will have a session to say to personally saying hi to everyone and sending love to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Michael. Have
Thanks,
a great
Julie.
day, everyone. Be well.